it's important to vote. Your vote matters and your voice. You elect the person that represents you. In 2016, voter turnout was at its lowest point in 2 decades. The measure of turnout is the lowest in a presidential election since 1996. In doing research for this speech, I learned that voting is very important. And also, this election that's coming up is very important to vote in. Today, I will inform you about voting, why it's important to vote, and the upcoming election. Voting rights is one of America's most cherished democratic liberties and has a long history, but not a lot of people were allowed to vote in the beginning of the United States of America. According to Business Insider, voting rights in America have evolved over the centuries. Women, African Americans, Native Americans, and Asian Americans, and a lot of minorities were denied the right to vote for centuries. Women won the right to vote in 1920 when the 19th Amendment was ratified. When the 15th Amendment was passed, it gave African Americans the right to vote, but not a lot of people made it easy for them to vote. Men and women of color continue to fight for the battles of discriminatory voting practice. At US.gov, you find answers to common questions about voting in the United States. You find out how to register to vote. You can change your voter's registration. You can find out about local or state elections. It is important to vote because you get to decide who represents you. Voting is the most important way to make your voice heard. Voting gives an opportunity to be a part of decision making that affects you and many other people. According to SouthernInequality.com, it's important for all Americans to use their voice to vote. According to CNN, not a lot of people voted last election, which is not good. A New York Times website, they give you information about voting. They show you where to vote and how to register. They even give you information about the election that's happening in your state. If you are 18 and older, you can register to vote because it is your right to vote, and no one can tell you that you cannot vote. Many people say that this is the most important election in history and urge us to vote this election. And I say that is very true. In the upcoming election, it's important for all people to vote and use their voices. We're not only voting on the presidential election, we're voting on local offices like senators, congressmen, House of Representatives that are in our state and district that makes laws for us. The presidential election is very important, but so is local official elections. Presidential election and local official election both play vital roles in making policies for us. Presidential election plays a vital role in shaping many policies. Local offices have a widespread impact that can affect national policies. This election is very important to vote if you want change. We've been through a lot this year. People fought for us to vote, and we should do it in return to vote, to go out and vote. Vote for whoever you want. I don't care who you vote for. Just go out and vote because it is important. A lot has happened this year, and on November, you can use your voice to vote. My purpose is to inform you about voting and the election that is coming up. I have focused on this speech is about voting, why it's important to vote, and about the upcoming election. But my main focus is it's important to vote, and you should use your right on November 3rd. Go vote for whoever you want in office. Go vote with your friends, with your family members. Just go out and use your voice and go to vote.gov, vote in any state that you are able